Hey guys, so let's just start off by saying if you're this close, you're just getting into this, it's going to be 18 plus. It's going to be a skinny video of rap, and it's going to be a rant about people on social media, how people on social media are idiots. So let's first of all, the rat weighed 1.65 pounds. The rat was 20 inches, 19 and 5/8, 20-ish inches. I didn't take a real close measure, but it's 20 inches from tip of nose to tail. And it's 1.65 pounds, so it's a bit small, on the small side. Here he is, kind of smaller rat. I know some people out in Michigan like 4-pound rats. These aren't that big. They're just your basic, everyday rat. This was killed in the 120 Belial. Let me grab the comb here real quick. Oh, by the way, guys, we got a raccoon. I didn't skin it, so it's not posted, but it is posted on my Instagram. It is right over there. See it there? Right there? It weighed in at 20 pounds, I think. 20.6 pounds, 20-something pounds. And this guy got whacked good here, this muskrat in the 120 Belial. Both springs fired. We had both springs going. He got hit pretty good. I forgot what it was like with my brother when he comes in and skins. He doesn't want to, take real good care of the fur. He doesn't care about brushing them. He doesn't care about any of that stuff. I do. I want to take good care of the fur because it's personal collection. I want him to look good. My brother didn't care. He just really fast skinned that raccoon out, put a hole in it, and wasn't very happy with them. But it is what it is. This rat stood no chance. This rat literally died within. He probably got hit and then. Within count of 1, 2, 3, was dead. So 3 seconds, hit dead, completely dead. They don't last long at all. Like they get hit, they don't move, and they literally get hit, and then they're dead, and then they spasm a little bit. So that 1 and 2, that 2, 3 seconds, from 1 to dead, 2, 3 is just muscle spasm a little bit, and they're dead. They're dead. It's muscle spasm. So these things kill them so fast that they don't stand a chance with these, especially the Belial brand. They're just super, super wicked powerful. So I picked up the 120 because that's one something that just knocks. When they hit them, they just die. And just the power behind it just knocks the snot out of them. That's why I use the 220s. But if I use Dukes, I'd be using 220s, 160s. The 120 Belials, the springs on them are insane. They're super powerful. They kill what is it? Fish and martin in them in Alaska in the 120s. It's a small 4.5 inch trap. 120 it makes 110 pounds of pressure in theory. The 120 has more. So yeah. That's just a general basis. 120, a 110 has 110 pounds of pressure. 220 has 210 pounds of pressure. 160 has 160 pounds of pressure. That's the video that I saw, and so up to 330 and so on. But that adjusts because each trap has a little bit different spring power, and each trap has a different approval rate in Canada. I go off the traps in Canada. I like the Canadian ones because their approval and the killing, they have to be approved humane. They have to kill the animal. When the animal gets hit and the time they die, it has to be humane. So that's why I use the Canadian traps. But the Duke traps are fine. Duke traps kill them just dead is dead, so no problem there. But the 120, man, it hits, and it hits hard. They don't go anywhere. You can look up some videos on muskrat trapping, live video muskrat trapping. When they get hit with it, you'll see them as a little carrot on the trap. When he gets hit with that thing, it smashes them, they're dead. Like, they don't stand a chance. The ones that don't fall in the water, that you don't see, die instantly. They get whacked, they're dead. The next one's on whacked, dead. They don't stand a chance with the Belials. RBGs are the same. They don't stand a chance. Most traps, they don't stand a chance. But the RBGs, Belial, Savage Joes, they're incredibly powerful. So, in other words, they're incredibly powerful. You may think, well, that's not humane. Well, let me tell you, they're incredibly powerful, so they're incredibly humane. Because the more power, the killing power, the quicker they die and the less they struggle. So a lot of that has to do with just the Do I have a hole in them? Nope. Good. Being down by the junk here, between the legs a little bit. Clean the toe half stretch here. Get a little bit of the hind end. Want to clean these guys up real nice. I personally believe in fur handling. Well, this aspect, we're going to clean the fur side out. The skinning, I don't do a lot of, well, I do skinning, I don't do a lot of fleshing. I'll do fleshing here and there, that's not a high priority for me. But the coat itself, the actual fur itself is a high priority for me. Now, I don't worry about cleaning them up because they're for personal collection, but I want the coat as clean as possible. When it goes from me to the tannery, I want it as clean as possible and as fresh as can be. Clean, no burrs, no cockles, none of that stuff in there, none of the little burrs and stuff. I want it very clean, I want it very nice. This animal has a very beautiful coat. I don't know how well you're going to see that with the light, but he has a very pretty coat. Let's see if I take the light away. No, the light there, if you see the light, very pretty coat. I'll actually put him here and show you when I flip the camera around. There you go. Now you guys can see a very pretty coat. Very, very clean, very pretty animal, nice face. Very, very soft. Incredibly soft, very smooth, great animal. The feet are nice, the hind feet are nice, everything's nice on this animal. So now, this is where it's going to get to the little bit more 18 plus part of it. Don't want you guys, if you're under 18, leave, because it's going to be cursing, it's going to be talking about people, and it's just going to be it's not, don't look at it as bullying. It's not bullying. I'm going to say that right now. It's not bullying. It's just my opinion on people that try to tell people how to do stuff that have been doing it for a while. See, I've been trapping since 2014, and I get people online that are like, you need to do it this way, and you're doing it wrong, this and that. Well, if I was going to bring it to market, when I boat them up, I'm going to trim the skin real nice. I'm going to get them real nice, less tack. I'm going to get it real even. I'm going to do my best, honest, to get it real professional looking. These are for my personal collection, so I don't care how they look. All I care is that they have as much fur on them as possible, because I'm just looking for the fur. I'm not looking for price. I'm not looking to get paid. I'm looking for the quality and clean animal. I just want an animal that has the most fur on them. A lot of people trim fur up. They trim it up. They cut a lot off. They don't do it right. They make it look real pretty. Now, if I was going to go to market and I was focused on getting the max amount of money, when I put on the board, I'm going to trim the bottom up. I'm going to trim it real nice. Trim just a hair off, 1/8 of an inch. I'm going to get it real nice, real clean. I'm going to make it real clean. Real nice looking. I'm going to have a nice inspection window. I'm going to have a nice everything. I'm going to have all the features that someone wants to pay top dollar for. Now, whether I get top dollar, that depends on the market and the buyer. But that's not the case here. And people rip on me in the Facebook groups. And I'm just like, this is where it's going to get a little more 18 plus. You basically see, and it's going to be cursing. So basically, what you come across as a man with his penis between his legs, come across as a bitch. Okay, that's what you look like. You sound like a bitch with a penis between your legs, and you ain't a man. You sound like another man doesn't belittle, attack another man. You're no man at that. You may think you're macho and stuff. You're not. And you know what? I would bet you money. You come to my house and come to my door and try to say shit like that, you would have problems. You would have all kinds of problems, and you would not be leaving my house in very good shape. And first of all, they come to my house, they wouldn't come up to the door because they don't have the balls to come up to my door and say shit. But you get people online that say, you're doing this wrong. You shouldn't this, you shouldn't that. You should be working on your fleshing game. You should be working on this. Here's the thing, dude. I don't care what you think. The only reason you get time of day right now is because you need to know that you sound like a bitch. Into the line. You're a hater, and you're jealous that I put fur up. And for the 14 years, I've never fleshed a rat completely. I just took the fatty spots off, and they've turned out fine. I have tons of pelts. I've pelts upon pelts upon pelts. Since 2014, I've been trapping. And I've pelts that between 3 people we've spread out. Everybody got pelts, and we got plenty of them. We almost have too many pelts as is. We're starting to get too many pelts in our house. So to have somebody come in and try to tell me what to do, you come across as an asshole. You come across as a bitch. Why don't you try building people up instead of attacking them? I try to be nice. I try to, talk a little bit, It's funny you guys come on here and try to tell me stuff, but these don't go into market. If I was going to market, everything would be different. But I'm not. They come across as a bitch. They come across as an asshole. And life advice, be nice. Be nice to everybody. They're saying that nice guys finish last. They may finish last, but they're nice people. Be nice. It's not worth being an asshole. I know you're competitive with other guys. Guys are competitive with guys, but you don't need to be an asshole to guys. That's the bottom line. Okay? Just don't be an asshole. That's all I got to say about that. You come across as a guy that has his wiener tucked between his legs is a bitch, basically. Pardon the French, but that's what you come across. You come across as a guy that's a bitch. And you come across as a man with no man card. You come across as a guy just a nobody. You come across, listen to this, you come across as an anti-trapper. You attack other trappers, you come across as someone that's like an anti. You give up the same vibes as an anti would to somebody that's attacking somebody. Even though you're a trapper, you give up the vibes of an anti-trapper. You're the same people that we fight against to protect our trapping. But yet you're the one over there attacking trappers, being a trapper. So you're not helping. You're harming the trapping industry. You're harming the history. So don't be that guy. That's it. Now I'm going to skin. Don't be that guy. I don't give a who you are. I posted on my Snapchat one time, and a guy was on there, and he said, man, I would not want to piss you off. And rightfully so, I was pissed that day. He said, he basically messaged me and said, remind me never to piss you off. So when I get pissed off, I get mad. And I get really mad. And I will let you fucking know how I fucking feel. Because I'll be in your face and you will fucking know about it. If I'm being 5'4", but I'm 5'4", but I'm a fucking gorilla when it comes to that shit. I'll be in your face, I'll be big and loud and scary, and guarantee you'll be going the other way. If not, you have a fight on your hands. But I'll tell you right now, that guy said, remind me never to piss you off. So, if that says anything to you, that says something. That should say something. Remind me, that guy said, quote, and I quote, remind me to never piss you off. That, end quote, that's what he said. Because I was mad about something. Someone gave me crap, someone was causing problems, and I ranted on Snapchat because I didn't want it in front of tons of people's eyes, right? They only have a few people on there. And one of the guys on there, one of the new people that I had, this is one of the trappers, he said, remind me to never piss you off. So, yeah, let's just say that. I'm fiery as hell when I get mad. They call women firecrackers when they get mad. Man, I'm a firecracker. I get pissy. I mean, really loud, big, and pissy. I scared a guy half to death in New Orleans when I was down there. He was beating on his girlfriend, and he thought he was in the dark. He thought nobody could see him. I went across that street within a half a second. By the time I got, don't you effing touch her, don't you effing touch her, I was across that street and in that guy's face, and that guy backed up. I said, we called the police, and they're coming. The guy ran away. That dude just was like, oh my God, I just gotta give her, I just gotta give her, or like, I just gotta give her her phone. I gotta give her her phone. He ran away like a scared bitch. And I'm only 5'4". This kid was 6 feet tall. That dude ran, and he never saw him that day. Next couple days later, this is story time. Couple days later, he comes back to New Orleans. He's on Bourbon Street. And the girl has bruises on him. I went to the police officer. I told the police officer, said that a couple days ago, that guy was beating on his wife, and now she has bruises on him. If you see him, you need to get that guy. And they basically said, we'll keep an eye out for him. So, man, I was fucking fuming mad that she had bruises on him. Because they're staying in the same hotel. She went back to the hotel and he beat on her. I don't stand for that shit at all. I don't stand for it at all. You got a serious death wish if you're going to beat on women, man. In my opinion, you got a serious death wish. You got another thing coming. Whole another thing coming. Whew. I don't stand for that shit at all. I don't have no tolerance for that. Alright, now we get back to stuff. That's story time's over. So here I do is stretch the animal out. Like I said, I'm going to title this video 18 plus. 18 plus rant, or rat race, number 2, 18 plus, something like that, rant. So, stretch the legs out, I take the legs, stretch them out, then I'll cut along this line, cut along that line. Let's make sure the knife's sharp here. Brother took it and I let him use it, and he misunderstood what it said, so he's grinding on the feet of the raccoon now. Like, it's not what I mean you to do the lines, the base of the pelt, but he didn't know. So back to doing this now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And do the backside once. Get another rat? No? No. You know I'm probably going to get flack for this from you guys about not cleaning the table, but you guys left fat here, left fat there, and you left stuff all over the ground. I clean this up every time you guys left a mess. Well, you left fat here, dried the table, and then you left blood on you. You never cleaned the table. So I don't want to necessarily hear about it. You know, I did something wrong when you guys left the mess all over here and the blood all over the table. So
if you move back, I'll sweep that out.
Well, when I'm done, you can do that because it's your guys' mess and you guys got to clean on your time.
Did you clean that little rat now? Oh, he's cute.
1.65 pounds and 20 inches. He's a bit small. Mom says, "Oh, you're gonna skin that little thing." I was like, "Yep, I'm gonna skin that little thing." So. You said reset the 120 or 160? I can't hear you. You gotta put that other 120 out. That 120 whacked him pretty good. It whacked him good. I got feeling the stomach, and he got it. It definitely whacked him good in the spine. I can feel it. I feel it whacking good. So let's see here. Wish I had something to hold him, but no way.
You're on video over there.
I am on video. Let's see if I can do this right. Oh, that's a nice cut. I did pretty good there, actually. All right, is that? What are you showing here? How's the raccoon drying out?
Good.
I checked a little bit ago. I thought it was doing all right, but.
Good.
Do this one. Oops, I think tip slipped. Did I get it? Oh. Tip slipped, all right. Flip them over a little bit. Oops. Did I get them open that time? Come on. See, I don't have anything to time do. So all I got to do, all I have is basically fuck. I don't have a real easy spot to grip the animal in, so I don't have any types of things to. I think I got a good enough cut. One side's a great cut, the other side's not the greatest, but honestly with you guys, it is what it is, and they didn't even cut all the way up. What the hell's wrong with me? There we go. Definitely cut that time. No, got him that time. Got this side. Good. Let's see how that turns out. I'll cut the legs off in a little bit. See, I don't like this thing. See, when my brother didn't clean this yesterday, there's borax all. So there's borax now in his fur. There's all kinds of stuff in his fur, and it's a pain in the ass now. So I clean his fur, and it's borax all over him. It's kind of pointless, but whatever. Maybe jumped there and touched his stomach, and his leg moved. I was like, whoa, wait a minute. Okay, so let's see. Come on, don't go in his gut. That's his stomach. Let's start on his back. Because his back's a thicker line. So I don't want to go in his. This guy is a flipping pain in the fucking ass. Like I said, this one's going to be 18, so I'm not going to worry about cursing too much. Not going to worry about my cursing, guys. Sorry to tell you that, but not worried about my cursing. I'm going to curse like a sailor in this video. But let's just hope I don't screw it up too bad. The animal, you know what I mean? Who wants to screw up a rat? Not me. That works the most money right now. Yo, this guy is such a fluffy fucker. Like I said, I'm going to curse, guys, so if you don't want to watch the cursing, just leave. Fuck! I better not get too fluffy because he's just so damn fluffy and so damn fuck the fluff. There we go. I think I've got a spot there. Patience pays off. There we go. Get your finger up in there. Lift them up a bit. Get them down the side here. Over here. Finger out here. Come on. This one's been sitting here for a day or two, so it's kind of a little bit tougher to... Am I in there? I am. Good. A little bit tougher. Clean. I like them in the real cold because it just makes things a whole heck lot easier. This is going to be a pain in the ass right here, boys. Yeah, it's going to have a nice long tail on it because of the way I cut this fucker. But, oh well. It's alright. I just got to focus, not screwing up the eyes and legs, and that's all. I'll screw up the legs here. The eyes and the ears. So we're watching the new, what are we? 21 minutes into it because I ranted? No, well. You're watching the new 1883 trailer, or After Yellowstone. Did any of you guys watch that? I watched it and I was, I was watching, I'm reminding myself about this. I was watching, like, did they have the F word in 1883? Did they have the F word? Because it sure dropped the F-bomb a lot. And I was like, It's not gonna be a bad show. I'm kind of liking it. I was like, well, it's not that boring, not that interesting. I said, well, it's only the first episode. You know that it's just gonna be the intro. They're gonna introduce the characters. It's not gonna be real over the top. It's not gonna be nothing super fancy smancy yet. I don't know if you guys watch those shows, but it definitely It looked good. It looked real good. I liked it, actually. I'm into them Western shows. I don't know how many of you guys are. Especially trapper shows like Jeremiah Johnson, and those great movies. There's some great trap movies out there. Now, The Revenant, I have a thing about modern movies. They, instead of doing like, back in the day in the 80s when they had scenes and they had explosions, they set off explosives. They set off things to blow up. Now it's all digitalized, so it looks too fake for me. It just doesn't look right, and I don't like more modern movies because of that. The stuff they do, they try to do it all digitally, start saving money, and I think it takes away from the realness of the movie. You can almost see certain scenes where it looks so fake that it just doesn't interest me anymore. It doesn't do me. I'll stop now. But I'm not a fan of the way they try to do everything with special effects, whereas before they actually blew stuff up. They actually, they actually, when they had to have an explosion, they set off explosives. It went boom. It looked real because it was real. Now it's all computerized and the stuff just doesn't look as real as these movies. And I'm like, it's sad because the movies I grew up on, there was explosives. It was just getting into the digital stuff, the CGI as they call it, computer generated stuff, and it just doesn't do it for me anymore. When I was first watching it though, when I first was growing up, they did a little bit of both. They did a little CGI and certain things because we didn't have advancements in CGI. Well, they call advancements, I call it fake because it looks too damn fake, and it just doesn't do it for me anymore. His movies just absolutely look like crap. Now, God forbid it's a movie, so it's not real, but when they have an explosion, I would like the explosion to be real. Make it look real. Not spend a bunch of money to have someone fake it. If you ever watch some of this stuff, you know when the people fake that stuff, it's like, it's so damn fake. It's like, it's faker than shit. And I'm like, you know, it's not that I wouldn't be, you know, I personally, I don't like fake explosions. If I want something to go boom, it's gonna go fucking boom. Go watch Chop J's video. He literally just set off a flipping, I'm going too fast with cutting stuff now. He literally just set off he literally just blew up his beaver house. He just blew it up a tannerite. Kaboom. So I mean, there's a lot. Oh, headlights in my eyes. Fuck. Ow, my eyes are hurting. This is his stomach. That's why I put on one, because that's his pee hole right there. Uh-oh. Getting it. Ugh, stomach lining.
Come on, Box.
That's stinky. Holy shit.
Come on.
That's just stinky, dude. That's why I don't like to let it sit for a day. Man, it makes you want to throw up. He's coming along now. Oh yeah, that 220 did him in good. Or not 220. That 120 whacked him. Oh, it definitely fucked him up good. Like I said, this video's 18 plus, guys. I'm reminding you again, it's gonna be cursing in it. So if you don't like cursing, change the channel. Go watch somebody else today. This video is gonna have cursing. It's gonna have swearing. It's gonna have a little bit of everything. That first beginning rant was not in my norm. But someone pissed me off today, and guess what? They're fucking idiots. Now, if you think, oh, he's gonna curse in all his videos, no, I try not to curse. I'm not a big person on cursing in videos. Now, I curse like a sailor, but I try not to curse in videos because I don't know who's gonna be watching them, and I don't really want to be the one that gets the email, you know, from the parent be like, oh well, if you taught my son to curse, you're a horrible influence, or whatever's gonna come of it. But it is what it is. Now let's get this head in, put this head inside out here, get the feet here. Let me grab the pliers. I'll be right back. Hang on, guys. Your fancy schmancy pliers. Well, they're just basic old pruners, good old pruners. I don't even know who makes these. They're so old, they're fudge. We've had them since I was a little kid. Did you get the fur down there? Take that, cut that off. Boom. One foot's off. Another front foot's off. Bada bing, bada boom. The front feet. So now we turn it back inside out. Get them going up here, guys, ladies and gentlemen. Pull a little bit. Not careful you don't dislocate the legs. Get the stomach line over here, the neck. And keep going here. There's gonna be quite a bit of effing meat on this. I'm not that excited about that. Get some of that meat off there. There we go. Looks like me and my dad will be going out to his work Christmas Eve. Maybe. Hopefully. Check the trap. Maybe you got a sneak peek what's going on out there. But I was going to give you a sneak peek when I caught the other rat, but yeah, it was a bit flooded and it was raining. I didn't feel like getting my cell phone all wet. That being said, now let's work our fingers in here like we always do. Pull out a little bit. Get our fingers up in here. There we go. Ready, set, pull there. And it leaves a perfect pinhole. Get your cabbage clippers in here. Put your finger up there. Get up on the side, put my thumb through. Pull, popped it out. Little bit bigger hole there because of the way it was cut, but that's not the worst case scenario, guys. It's not the end of the world, as some of you might think. Okay. Some of this cheek meat off. Or head meat or whatever you want to call it. I think that's the ear right there, so let's get cut the ear real close. The ear's right here. There's the ear. Got the ear real nice. A little bit of cheek off there. Working on getting these ears done just right for you fellas. So, working on it. You know, it's always, everything's a work in progress here at the Rubio household. No, I'm kidding. A lot of the stuff is just practice. It's the 5th ride I've done this season, so I got a bit of practice going in, but there's a knife. Cut that back. Cut that back a little bit. Cut that back a little bit. Oh. I like this knife because it's got a little bit of a tip on it. I can get in there, cut around the knife with the tip. The eyes are the eyes, so they're a little bit better, getting a little better on the eyes. Get over here on the cheeks. Some of this. Got that off. Get this pull a bit there. Whoo! I about had a hard take. I thought I had a hole that big. Just part of the animal, about a part of the hide. I about had a little. I about shit my pants. Like, what the hell? This is going so well, you know. I about had a little dookie in my pants. Just kidding, I don't dookie in my pants. I'm a grown man, I don't dookie. You know what I mean? This is funny. I was kidding around, guys, but some of you guys take it serious. I'm not dookie into my pants. Ain't no dookies here, boys. If you don't know what a dookie is, well, ask your parents. Or if you're an adult, you should know. Google it, I'll say. Google it. Well, you basically poop your pants. That nice clean there. Going all right, guys, ladies and gentlemen. We're almost done on this one. It is a hell of a job. There we go. Not much of nose left. One of his teeth was chipped off. Let's just say his eye bulged a little bit when he got killed. Open his mouth. Can't open his mouth. It's locked shut. The ear's not a bad ear cut. Not a bad ear cut there. That is quite nice. I pulled the ears out a little bit and sliced the ear off. When you do that, what happens is you don't big ear on. When you get to the ear, you see the white part of the ear. You pull the ear up and then pull the ear and then slice as low as possible. Then when I get the eyes, I use the very tip of my knife slowly, like a scalpel, and slowly put my finger on the tip like that and slowly go through the eye. And then slowly, when I get through the eye, I cut under the eye with the point so I get up in there. But the rat's eyes are kind of inset. They go in their face a little bit, so there's kind of a dip there where you got to work around. And that's this knife, this little Caribou small pelter, works fantastic for that. Ladies and gentlemen, we got a perfect rat here. Just woo! Yeah, he got whacked hard. There's an air bubble in his guts. checking where he got whacked. He got whacked in the neck. It straight up broke his neck. His neck snapped with a 220 blowout, or 120 blowout. His neck snapped, feel down the spine. I can see he got whacked right here with the thing right across the ribs. It shattered his ribs. Yeah, deadly, deadly, deadly trap. In fact, it's one of my favorite rat traps, the 120 Belial, or any 120 that's a Magnum jaw, especially the Belial Savageau. Savageau makes a trap just like the Belial with the curved in jaws. I forget the number of it, but RBG makes a hell of a 120 trap. There's a bunch of traps out there. I like a bunch of power because when I want to kill them, I want to kill them then, and I want them dead. I don't want a lot of struggling. I don't want a lot of flashing. These traps are out on the golf course, so you don't want a lot of commotion. Although they get killed at night, if they get killed today, you want them dead and out of sight. So they get killed at night. They get checked early in the morning, so there's not a lot of golfers walking by and seeing it. So I don't want something alive there flailing around. Well, the Belial will grab my tail. Whether it's steak, they're gonna go under if they get caught. So we haven't had a problem with the live one yet. Now, here's a doozy for you. Last trap, here's a little story time. So story time. I have this 18 plus, two different stories, rat race number 2, they call it rat race. Story number 2, or 2 stories, I'll call something like that, rat race 2. But the story goes, during beaver season last year, my parents were like, my brother and dad were like, yeah, we've never caught one by the tail. We never caught one, but I keep telling them, the Belial will catch them by the tail. If you get them in the Belial, they're going to get held by the foot of the tail. But Dad's like, oh, we've never had them by the tail. We've never had them by the foot. Well, it wasn't in the Belial that we got them by the tail. It was in the Duke 330 in a deep H stand. This was down about 24 plus inches deep in water, all in the bottom. This water is flying through these crevices. It's probably 12 or 10 inches wide and 24 inches deep. We put a 330 in there on the bottom. Somehow that beaver turned around and got kicked that trap, got it around his foot, his bottom left foot, and the trap was gone. I'm like, oh, we got a beaver. Can't find him. Then I look over, and he's tucked up under the brush. His head's tucked in the brush, and he's alive in there. He buried himself to avoid capture from birds and prey and coyotes, but he buried himself up under the pucker brush. Not the pucker brush, but the swamp grass. And I didn't see him until I saw a stake, and I looked over and I said, oh my gosh, he's right there. I walked right past him. Not a damn clue he was there. I couldn't find the trap. I was like, where is it? Where is it? I thought he went downstream. My dad and brother walking up, so I looked to the left. I see a stake, and I still don't see him. He's this far from the stake, and I don't see him. I look over and I see a tail, half tail stick, and I'm like, oh my God, we got him in the foot. He's alive. And I'm like, oh my God. So what we end up doing is whacking him over. Well, what do we do? Well, my brother took him and stuck him under the water. Held him under the water like a drowned set, just drowned him. So, yeah, a little bit of an 18 plus story there, but we drowned him in pretty humane. We didn't want him to suffer anymore. His leg was cut up a bit, but so we took care of him as humanely as possible. We don't carry rifles on us because we're conibear trappers. If we're on the East Coast, trappas or trappers on the West Coast. I have ties to the East Coast, so I kid around about that. But yeah, so we carry conibear, so we don't usually carry 22 or 17 with us, or 177 pellet. So I mean. We didn't have an extra conibear. All of our conibears set. We had everything out, so we were just checking them, and we didn't have any extra traps with them, so we just stuck them under the water. And he just perspired, and that's the route we got. But they kept saying we want to get him by the tail. We want to catch him by the leg. We don't need to catch him. We've never done that all these years. We've never caught him by the tail. Well, they spoke too much, and guess what happened? We caught him by the foot. So if you're gonna say something, never say never. In other words, never say something never happens because it will end up happening. There you go. Like I used to say, I never got stung by a bee, But lo and behold, I walked over this pipe. My dad told me to go get a stick over there, or not a stick, but a flag. Ended up getting stung right in the back of the neck. First bee sting ever. Never said I never got stung ever again. Only been stung once or twice since then. So that was like 5 years ago. Never say never. All right, we're going to tack this rat out. Hold on, guys. Let me pause this real quick. All right, we're back. Here we go. We're going to get rid of the rat. Then we're going to tack them out. So put them on the little, I think they're medium-sized boards. This medium boards. And I'll have to do a little video on some stuff I picked up, got in the mail. I haven't done an unboxing in a while. I don't have the box in. I already unboxed it, but somewhat of an unboxing, I guess. I'll make it right after that I'm done skinning here. So this might come out, or the other might come out first. But let's see. I'll just film another like if I didn't film this one. So, you know, it is what it is. Let's make sure I get it out. Yeah, Belial whacking pretty good though. That 120. Man, the power of that thing. Those 120s, they use them in boxes in Alaska. They whack the skunk with them. The skunk don't even spray. They get hit so hard, whack dead. They don't spray. That's a powerful trap. That's a powerful trap for you guys. One of the most powerful 120s out there. I'm actually going to pick up a trap called a Rudy body grip. It's from Canada. And some of you guys, the majority of you guys won't know what that is. I mean, majority of my viewers are from the U.S. It's a Canadian body grip. And the jaws have a lifetime warranty. If they break, you get replaced lifetime. There's no limited lifetime. It's 100% lifetime warranty. If they break at all in your life and their business, you get a replacement. No questions asked. And the one thing that breaks on traps usually, over time, with old age, is the jaws. You can replace the springs, but the jaws break. When the jaw breaks, boom, new trap. Jaw breaks, boom, new trap. So, I mean, if I ran a business, I wanted to offer that. At the same time, I kind of would, but I wanted to offer it because when you do offer that, you'll replace everybody's traps all the time, so you're just constantly losing product. But I'm no expert. I'm not an expert. The one body grip that I had that I got off eBay, though, you guys can still hear me. We got one of the body grips we got off eBay. There's 100 tacks. You can get these at just about any store. There's they're called more aluminum push pins. 5/8. You get 100 in here, little push pin packs. I don't know where all of ours went, but and I haven't had to use my other boards. I keep using the same board because we keep getting one wrap. Now, come January, there's a good chance we'll be running multiple boards because they're just going to come. First couple months, they're going to come in thick and heavy. So, hot and heavy, or whatever you want to call it. Hot and heavy. So here's the wrap. Put a little pinhole in them, which is not that big of a deal. That was down by the anus. Because when I did the anus, I cut the anus a little high on action, which is all right. You know what I mean? I'll try to do this a little. I wonder if I could do this like this for you guys. You guys see that a little better? I know the lights in the background is going to make it a little bit of a pain in the butt for you guys, but I'll try to make this a little bit better for you. So you want to stretch this guy out. He's a little rat. Little bitty rat. Little bitty guy. There's the anus. So we're going to take the anus, put it on the side facing you guys, get them up on here. Anus, boy. Pardon the, I don't know why I just said that. Get them on there. Get the ears. That's the leg hole, so make sure to twist that a bit. That a bit. Make sure the ears all lined up. Well, face me, the ears are facing me, but make sure it's all lined up. So on your guys' side, there's a nice bubble of fat. Them bubbles, pop them. Now they're not pus bubbles. They're just bubbles of air that get in the fat from skinning them. Make sure this guy's a little funky cold Medina, if you will. So let's get them. Pull one side down. Pull the other side down. Now, some people would dock you for overstretching them. Like I said, if I was going to market, I would stretch them a little shorter than normal. For me, personal clutch, I want them stretched all the way out. Because these aren't going to market. Now, if I were to turn around and sell them, I'll probably get like $2, but they're not the prettiest pelts, and I'm not marking them up to sell them. So, if I was going to do this, I'm going to tan them and sell them to private or give them away. Normally, I just save them for myself. Now, I have a friend on here fishing with anglers. If you go check him out, he shouldn't be on here right now. Maybe he is. I don't know. A little bit too much cursing. If he knows what's good for him, Matthew won't be on here. But sometimes I'll give him a pelt, and I'll give him my pelt. He's going to get a pelt from me. He's going to get a round skin one because I don't have any tube skin like this. So that's pretty darn even there, ladies and gentlemen. Not the worst case scenario. Now, the backside here is a little rough, but I might just do this one a little special for you guys. I might trim this guy up. So, might trim him up. Let's see if I can trim this up for you guys. So just get this knife real stinking sharp. Try to get sharp with this. Try to clean this up real nice for you guys, best I can. If I can do it. I'm going to see, I might screw the pelt up, but if I don't like touching them. But it's the first time I'm attempting to trim them. Get it real nice sharp. Get this real. I don't know if I did that right, but you see how this side's real neat, ladies and gentlemen. That's real neat. See how this side, I did this side real neat. Real, well, let's try to show you guys here. Put it up here real quick. I get some of that off as best I can. Still a little fat on there I gotta work on. So I took a bit off. I took all the wavy shit off. And I got to trim this. I'm going to show you guys. See how that's real clean there? Because I took the edge and trimmed it across. If I made this more, if I could, I'll get this real straight here. That's all right if I get this down and get that like that. I'll show you here in a second. I'll tack that down. It's going to look real. It's going to look real clean on this side. And this side is the inspection window. Now the back side you don't have to worry about, but I'll clean the back side a little bit too. Let me tack this out. So this is more so market specs. If you're going to do it to market, you want to get this real neat here. Get real neat here. Get them real clean. And I learned this from Black Spruce Outfitters, this little cleanup method here. Let me try to get this here as best I can, guys. Now obviously I'll flesh it real good. I'll get the right flesh and stuff, real fleshing. And I'm talking real neat fleshing. So see how I'll show you this here real quick. So that's similar to, so see how this is real clean? I trimmed those up. They're real clean there. This is real clean. So when the back's down here you get a nice clean inspection window here. You can even clean it up real tight like that if you want, but I'm going to leave it just like a little arch there. That's how I saw him do it. So it looks like that. I'm going to clean this all up, clean it up a bit, but if I was going to do it to go to market, I'll clean all this fat off, I'll flesh it, I'll do all this fancy stuff where I make it real clean the lines. Real clean the lines here. And it'll come out real good. But if I was going to do it, like those guys are crying about today, that, oh, you need to learn how to do your job, you need to do all this stuff, is crying about it. I cut a little bit off all the gaudiness on the ends. I'll make it real clean here, real neat, and I'll make it look real nice. You know, flesh it all, flesh kind of saddle, around the saddle, do all that stuff with a proper fleshing knife. I'll make it look real neat, and that way it sells at market, and preferably get a higher price. But see, I don't do this normally, because I'm not trying to sit here and sell them. If I was going to sell them, this guy would be, he'll be all right. He'll be all right. Not the worst case scenario in the world. He'll be all right, though, going to market. He'll be all right. Now, another tip you can do with the legs is take some things and stick the legs on the inside here. Pull the legs down the inside. Some twine like that down on the inside. And it'll come out looking real neat. But I'm going to keep my legs like this because I don't mind them looking like they got a little bit of... I'll try to show you guys what I mean. See if I can get this done right. I don't have the little tube thing stuck in there, hold down the bottom, but if I was going to do this, let's see. Hold on, bear with me, guys. I'll be right back. So there we go. I took this fishing rod, bent all the very tip of the fishing rod, bent all the eyes up, slowly stuck it through here, pulled it out the bottom. The eyes, they go inside like that, and they little teeny hole right there. That's all right. They go inside, so the legs are inside. So when it looks nice. It looks somewhat nice. And then when I clean this all up, turn it a long video, but when I clean all this up, which I'm going to do now and show you guys, is something that I would do if I was going to go to market. So I'm going to do that now and show you guys what it looks like when I'm done. Now, over here, gotta make sure I get some light here so I can see what I'm doing. So it's going to be a lot longer video, guys, because I'm going to sit here and finish it up the way I kind of wanted if I was going to send it to market. So you got to bear with me. Now, I like the way I'm doing this video, because when I do this video, you guys have to watch to the very end in order to find what I'm doing. So, you know, it's kind of a good method to do stuff like that, because it makes people watch your videos. Makes people pay attention, and they can't really just tune in for 5 minutes, click through because they miss stuff. Now, obviously, I would flesh these guys a little better. I want to be cutting the stuff off like I am now. This is similar to if I was going to actually go full bore to market, and I was going to sit there and make them real flipping stinking neat. With nothing on them. That's how I'd do it. I'd have to get the right little flat fleshing knife, make it real neat. So get a lot of this fat off here. Bear with me, guys. You guys are gonna work with, so you're gonna see this. Just gotta bear with me. I'm gonna show you here in a couple minutes. I can't see the ticker, so you guys can, so you just gotta bear with me. I'm just making the video. So. I'm just kind of making a video, so you guys can tune in if you want. If you don't want to tune in anymore, that's fine. But I'm not going to sit here and do all this stuff with people that don't want to watch. I'm doing this stuff with the people that want to watch. I know some of you guys want to watch. Some of you guys are my admins. I kind of don't expect you to watch, but I do expect you to watch. I'm not held to any standard, really, because, you know, you're my admins. I just let you do what you want. But I was going to make this look real pretty. Real pretty. I mean real pretty. So what I'll be doing. I was going to spend the extra time to get it to market. This is how I do it. I spend the time here cleaning this all up, which this video is going to turn into a long video because some of you guys, I was getting flack on social media for how I was doing it. So if I was going to do a real neat job, I'll get some of this fat off here. I do it the old-fashioned way, you know, slow, one piece of fat at a time. And what I'm doing, you know. Slowly working. Got a little bit of saddle still left on there. That's not the worst case scenario. So well, there's going to be a lot of little specks of fat coming off here. Just hang in there, guys. You all know that I'm trying to do my best job here. It's going to take a little longer. I'm reaching an hour here, so almost making a movie. I might just call this a damn movie. I should be like my first movie on accident. Because I didn't intend to do all this stuff for you guys, but this is just for you guys. This is real special because I don't normally do this stuff. And some of you guys, so that stuff's getting a lot cleaner. A lot cleaner. Clean this leg hole up a bit. Real nice. Now, that leg hole came out, so, you know, there's a lot of fat here. There's a little bit of fat here to get off. But not all the fat has to come off. So just bear with me. This is a little rat. This is a little teeny rat, so it's really worthless to me doing this because I'm not going to make any money on it. But I'm doing it for you guys because I think you guys want to watch. It looks real nice. It looks semi-nice here. There's a little bit of pad there. It's not worst case scenario. Flip it over. A little bit of fat here, which is all right. Get a little of this fat off. A little bit of saddle. We'll leave a little saddle on there. The important part is leave a little saddle. You don't want to take all the saddle off because then the hair sometimes slips. So I got a lot of little bitty pieces coming off here. I can make this side real nice too, but I may not have to because it looks semi-symmetrical. Take a little off there. Good here. This is how I'd do it if I was going to bring it to market, but now that's not symmetrical, so I'm wondering if take that off there, go down a bit more symmetrical. What you do when you trim it up, you make the hair look real nice. Comb this real nice here. It'll look real nice. I could trim the tail off here a bit. Trim the tail off a bit. It'll look real nice there. I'll trim some of this. Some of that fat off. What you're trying to get at is real nice symmetrical. And got a little tail off there, so it looks real nice. This last tack here, just holding a bit of the tail down. I'll leave a slight bit of little bit of tail leather on. It won't dock you from what I understand. Put a little bit of tail leather there. That on there, get that real nice. So that's similar to what you want. Let's make sure I get a little of this fat off here. Want to look semi-symmetrical. It's going to look now let's put the top in here because this is going to want the nose in there. So when I do the nose, I'll show you guys this in a second. Just bear with me. Put the nose in there. Put one in the top. I'll show you how I do this. Turn it a long video. So more of a fur market way of doing this stuff. It's not the only way, guys, but it's pretty darn close to fur market standards. Now hold on, got a piece of fat I got to take off. There we go. Now this one I can make some money on. Now I'm no expert on making money, but hold on, guys, 1 second. Let me get this thing inside out here. So if I was gonna do this real nice, I'd do that real nice, you know, trim them, just a hair off there, so semi-symmetrical. Do this side semi-symmetrical like that. I could even trim the hair a bit on that side, but most of the fat is off. Most of the fat on this side's off. That says, you know, there's no hole there, that's just dark, so that's not fur, that's dark meat. Say all jokes you want, but there you go. That's how you do it more symmetrical, if you will. More of a show style. So, there you guys go.